In today's short video, I'm going to share 5 things that you need to stop doing in order to speed up your manifestations. My name is Noah Ariella, and I'm a holistic life coach. Number 1 is to stop being afraid and stop doubting yourself. Now, if you're an entrepreneur or a holistic practitioner and you incorporate spirituality into the work you put out there or desire to put out there, be it tarot card reading, an acupuncturist, an herbalist, a medium, a life coach, doesn't matter what your title is, we all have the same responsibility to get our message out there so our ideal clients can find us and hear what we have to say. Because if you have a message and you're too afraid to put it out there, they're never going to get it, right? And just because they hear the same message from 10 other people doesn't mean that they're going to hear it, because they're not necessarily aligned vibrationally, energetically, or temperamentally. Now, you can hear this from me, and some people will align with it and others will not, and that's okay, because those that align are my people and those that don't are not. And it's very simple. But we have the responsibility to overcome all of our limiting beliefs and our fears, and to overcome those obstacles, because that's the only way that we can get that message out there, whatever it may be. Number 2 is to stop hanging around negative and low vibrational people. If you are drawn to this video, you are most likely an empath, and as such, you absorb others' energy without trying to, and you have to be really careful to monitor who is getting access to your energetic field. So when you are around your family, friends, neighbors, coworkers, strangers on the street, even if you're going out to the store or a public event, you are naturally going to absorb the energies around you if you are not conscious enough to block them. So that means that anybody who's negative will then, indirectly influence your thoughts, feelings, and actions. And that is what dictates your reality overall. Our thoughts create our feelings, and once we start to apply feelings to those thoughts, that's what influences our actions one way or another, and then that impacts our beliefs and our values, and subsequently creates our reality. Okay, it all starts with the way we're thinking, but that is also influenced by those around us. So just be careful. If you have people in your friend group or your family who are continuously negative or cannot seem to get past focusing on awful things or traumas from their past, try to minimize that time with those individuals. That way they can heal and you can heal if you need to, and you don't have to worry about being influenced by that negativity. On the other hand, you can seek out a small group of positive individuals who are focused on making the world a better place, or being entrepreneurs, or taking care of the world around them. Please bear with me because the sun just got incredibly bright in my house, and I'm trying not to be blinded as I speak into the camera. So, number 3 is stop wasting your time on generic chit-chat or conversation. Now, this could be with anybody. It could be family or strangers or coworkers, but just because you are a compassionate individual or empathetic or want to make those around you feel good about themselves, or you're trying to enrich the world and make it a better place, doesn't mean that you have the responsibility or the obligation to talk to every single person around you every time you're out. So if you're walking through the grocery store, or out at a mall or a shopping center or public place, you don't need to engage every single person around you. Oh my goodness, the sun is insanely bright. So bright. I was just wondering earlier if I would have enough sunlight to finish my video today, and now the universe has given me my answer tenfold. So I am grateful for that. Thank you. The whole point, however, with number 3 is to discern who you're socializing with and just make sure that it's a positive experience for you, okay? So number 4 is to stop having sex. Now hear me out. This does not mean indefinitely. It doesn't mean that you will never have sex again. What I'm talking about is Napoleon Hill and his book Think and Grow Rich and the concept of sexual transmutation. Now, if you've read the book Think and Grow Rich, you will understand that this individual spent more than 20 years of his life interviewing the most successful men in the world, and he was trying to find all of the things that they had in common. He was trying to see what made them successful, if there were key components in their behaviors or actions. And one of the things that they learned as a secret to harnessing these energies was that if they stopped having sex, they could be more creative and essentially just reroute that energy into a different form. And that went for all of the greatest minds in the world. So if you to employ that, you will understand that when you stop giving away all of your energy to one or more persons, not that there's anything wrong with, intimacy in any way, shape, or form, but when you stop doing that for a certain amount of time, that buildup of energy can be rerouted into being creative. So that can help. The 5th thing you want to stop doing if you want to speed up your manifestations is to stop pointing the finger at other people and stop blaming. I was reminded by my most recent mentor that anytime we have the desire to point the finger at someone else and blame them for something in our life, that we really need to point the finger at ourselves and take a solid look at what we've done to manifest whatever has occurred in our life. Now, if somebody cut you off on the road and they're full of anger and impatience, the universe is essentially showing you what's going on inside of you that needs to be reconciled, which means that maybe not in that exact moment, but there's something in you that is angry and impatient. So that's something that you need to learn to work on. And that's a wonderful thing, to be able to have these mirrored images in every person that we come across, and to be shown all of the obstacles that we need to overcome. And honestly, that makes living that much easier, because if we're reflecting everything good, then that's what's coming back to us. And when there's a moment of negativity, then we know what we have to amend in ourselves in order to invite more positivity. So that's a wonderful thing, and it makes evolving that much faster. Now, if there's anything you heard in this video that you can relate to, be sure to hit the like button. You can subscribe, that's the little bell signal. And if you have any comments or want to share anything, please comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much, and remember that you create your reality, so make it great.